I be that young rapping dude, might just trap with you. Coming with the thunder, baby, might just clap it crew. I roll out in the morning light with that Harley bike, all black. I'm the party type, and it's on tonight. I just stepped in no weapons, but my outfit might take a soul. See my presence impressive, got strippers slipping off the poles. I just whip, then I swerve and wish you would. I'm Timmy Turner, turned her to a carnivore. Now she treat me like a burger. I don't know their names, but they all wanna ride all this damn.
Yo, what's up guys, Darkbreaker here, and for today's video I will show you the best pro build for Allain / KIRITO that you can use. And the pro build is from Marshvll Heroes. He got MVP in the finals of the APL, and he used this build in the recent GCS match against HKA. So for the build he is using Claves into Shield of the Lost, then Beast. This is the most important thing, Beast. Actually, I tried Beast a few times out and I wasn't really that amazed by it. Like, it's good because of the magic crit. You can lifesteal on both magical and physical crit. But I think one thing that's really important is that you go for the green enchantment. I'm not sure if Marshvll Heroes uses the green enchantment, but I'm pretty sure he used it because it makes the most sense. He rushes Beast as his third item already. He doesn't go for more sustain at the beginning. He goes for Beast, Claves into Shield of the Lost into Beast. I'm pretty sure he has green enchantment in combination because it makes the most sense. You get 20% more healing when you're low life having the green enchantment, and in combination with Beast and dual rune you will have so much sustain. It's like super crazy. And you saw at the beginning you want to start with the S2 actually before I started with the S1, but actually S2 is better because you can trade super heavy at level 1, and if they come too close you can just root them with your S2 2 times. So that's super useful. So yeah, and then he finishes the build. He went for the armor boots, so in my opinion he will go for slicks to get the tenacity. He might as well go for Devil's Handshake. Both items are good, but if you have sonic boots I don't think it makes sense to go for slicks. If you have sonic boots it doesn't make sense necessary to go for Devil's Handshake. I think it's way more likely that he goes for the slicks, so he gets the 35% tenacity, which he missed because he, instead of going for Gilded Grease, he went for the sonic boots. Since in the lane matchup, Allain competitive, you will play against stuff like Omen, Lubu, Kilgrove, Chi. Sonic boots are just so strong against those heroes, so that's why he goes for the sonic boots in my opinion, and then later on goes for slicks. And if he goes for Gilded Greaves, then you can just switch out slicks for Devil's Handshake, because Devil's Handshake has insane synergy with his passive, so you can keep up the 8 or 16 stacks really quickly. So it just depends on the itemization pathing. But either way, okay, for you guys who didn't understand it, if you go Sonic Boots because they don't have much CC and you want the armor boots in the lane, then you go for Slicks. And if you go for Gilded Grease, then you finish with Devil's Handshake. And then for the last item you can decide whether or not you want to go for Blade of Eternity, Hyogas or Fenrir. Just depends on the team composition and on how fat you are. If you're super fat, might as well go for Fenrir. If you have problems chasing people, go for Hyogas. If you want to have more sustain and have a second life, then go for Blade of Eternity. It always depends, right? You don't always go for the same build. Like, I can tell you the core items, the items that are really good that you should go for, but I can't give you one fixed build, because pro players, they don't have one fixed build. They always adjust on the fly depending on what's needed on the situation. So, for example, if he falls behind in the early game and he lanes against Kilgrove or Omen, I guarantee you he will go for Knight's Blade pretty early, because that item is just such a good item, great gold value. You get so much armor for just 700 gold, and you get the 15% attack speed slow. So if you fall behind, people will still go for the damage build, which is not necessarily good. Sometimes you have to adjust and go for a little bit more sustain at the beginning. So keep in mind, how are you doing in the game, what is the team composition, and what is the team composition of the opponent, and always adjust onto the team composition of the opponents. If the team composition of the opponents, they have a lot of attack speed based heroes, they have Kilgrove, they have Hayate, they have Fennec, like double ADC and a heavy warrior with attack speed, then go for Knight's Blade early, maybe go even for Aegis or Shield of the Lost like Flash Wars Heroes does, since it gives you both attack speed reduction and sustain, so it's pretty useful. And it gives you way more HP and armor than Mail of Pain, for example. And you can see Allain is super good against Yina if she doesn't play it correctly. Like, I played Yina a few times against Allain and I won most of the trades and most of the 1v1s, but you can see if she's in melee form and I jump on top of her, and then when she switches, I just keep auto-attacking, and then I can root her with my S2. It honestly depends who initiates first. If Yina initiates from the bush first, then it will be really hard for Kirito to win it, because the moment you use ultimate, she switches into melee form and pushes you back. But if you just ultimate her while she's using her melee form skills on the wave, then you will win the fight. So it always depends. Okay, let's use ultimate on top of... Honestly, Allain is such a good hero against ADCs. Like, I didn't notice. Like, I played it a few times against Elandor, but actually, it's insane. Like, the moment you use your ultimate onto an ADC, you jump on them, you use S2, they can't escape, you do so much damage onto them already. And then the others can just finish the ADC off if you don't manage to kill him in time, but he will take so much damage just from your combo. So having the right settings, like in the settings you can do skill drag and pull or something like that, so you can drag like I do for the ultimate. Or you can see the avatar logo that I have. You can also drag your skill onto the avatar icon, show avatar icon, so you can drag your skill onto the avatar. That works as well. Okay, let's ultimate. Okay, we got Beast, use S2 again, and luckily, actually we misplayed that kinda, but luckily Timmy used ultimate on us and we still managed to survive. Like, I kinda missed my S1, that was the issue. Like, usually you only want to use your S1 when you used S2, so he is rooted onto the place and you can use your S1. Or you just use 2 stacks S1 to knock them up quickly. And if you want to avoid any CCs, use your S1 when you have 3 stacks. Then you can avoid Darcy ultimate as well, for example. Like, you have 3 stacks, you use the S1, Darcy uses ultimate, then you will ignore it if you use it before he used it. That's the main part. You have to use your S1 before he used his Darcy ultimate. And now 3 items, like I said in the last video, 3 items is the moment when Allain will be super strong, just because let's jump onto him. She actually flickered, so unlucky. We didn't manage to cut the wisp. Like the combo I showed you was S2 ultimate S2, but you can also use flicker S2 to cover even more distance. Flicker S2 ultimate, and then S2 again, and then just auto attack, and then S1, and then it's pretty much dead. But yeah, the best combo is flicker S1, no, flicker S2, auto attack S2, and then S1, and then it's just GG. And that's, look at my sustain. The sustain is crazy with this build. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay of the best pro build from Flash vs Heroes. If so, then of course leave a like, subscribe, and I see you next time. Bye bye.